Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into Akame ga Kill, a series that sparked a lot of debate over the years. Adapted by White Fox, the same studio behind fan favorites like Steins Gate and Re:Zero, Akame ga Kill made a huge impact when it first aired. Whether you love it or hate it, there's no denying it left a strong impression. So, what exactly makes this anime so controversial, and at the same time, so unforgettable? Let's break it down. Emphasis on shock value. From the very first episode, Akame ga Kill sets itself apart. It starts out like your typical shounen. A country boy travels to the city hoping to make a name for himself. He meets a kind, well-dressed young woman who seems too good to be true. Then the show throws a massive curveball right there in episode 1. What seemed like a bright, hopeful story quickly spirals into something dark, twisted, and brutal. That unexpected tonal shift becomes a recurring theme throughout the series. It thrives on shock value, constantly pulling the rug out from under the audience. And early on, that tactic really works. The juicy fan service. Let's not beat around the bush. Akame ga Kill knows how to do fan service, and it does it boldly and unapologetically. Whether it's the provocative outfits, steamy close-ups, or suggestive humor, the show isn't afraid to lean into its sex appeal. Isdef, of course, steals the spotlight here. From her seductive dominatrix-style uniform to that infamous scene where she literally chains the protagonist to a bed. Yeah, you know the one. Her every appearance oozes power and eroticism. To me, this is one of the biggest highlights of watching this show. A good cast of characters. One of Akame ga Kill's biggest strengths is its diverse and memorable cast. You've got the twin-tailed tsundere in black stockings, the stoic and deadly Akame, and, of course, the infamous Isdef, the icy, powerful, sadistic, and somehow weirdly romantic military leader. Each character is given a detailed backstory, a clear motive, and unique traits that make them stand out. Even side characters are fleshed out with care. Love it or hate it, the character development here is top tier. And speaking of Isdef, let's be real. Her mix of overwhelming power, twisted charm, and unexpected romance has made her a fan favorite. She's the kind of character that sticks with you long after the show ends. Good fight scenes. The show is rightly praised for its action scenes. Fights are balanced all the way through. There is no sudden power creep, and no insanely overpowered characters ruining the tension. The creative and diverse combat styles also keep the fight scenes fresh. The problem with shock value. However, this constant need to shock the audience eventually becomes a double-edged sword. While the early twists are impactful, the endless stream of surprise deaths starts to feel repetitive and even meaningless. Characters are killed off left and right, often just to keep the audience on edge, rather than to serve the story. This overuse of shock value leads to a decline in narrative quality. It becomes harder to stay emotionally invested when you know no one is safe. Production issues and studio struggles. Let's talk about the visuals. While the animation has its moments, overall, Akame ga Kill suffered from production limitations. In 2014, White Fox took on 3 anime projects at the same time, which stretched their resources thin. As a result, Akame ga Kill didn't quite meet the studio's usual standards in terms of animation quality and consistency. Overhated or rightfully criticized? Looking back now, it's easy to see why this anime received so much criticism, but it's also easy to see that it wasn't all bad. In fact, Akame ga Kill has a lot to offer for those willing to look past its flaws. Sometimes, shows that get a lot of hate still have hidden gems. The interesting characters, bold ideas, or unforgettable moments. And discovering those bright spots is part of the fun of being an anime fan. Thank you for watching. Do you like Akame ga Kill? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. This is Ultra Instinct Beef. See you in the next video. Peace.